Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you my summer essentials. A lot of these are skincare related items. Some of them are makeup as well, but it's all about how I maintain not only just oil control, but really take care of the congestion that I experience on my face and body during the summer, as well as keeping it hydrated and protected as best as possible. So I'm going to share with you some items that I heavily rely on in the summer to have to keep all of these things in check, and hopefully it helps you out too. So we're going to start with skincare, and the first thing I want to mention is the Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner. This is almost empty and I already purchased a backup. What I love about this is that it's a really nice light hydrating toner. I have to say I like it better than the Belif one that I have been using in the winter because it's just really nice, light and simple. I instantly have a refreshing feeling as I'm applying it on my hand right now. When I apply it to my face, I definitely notice that my face has a really nice cooling sensation. It is very light, hydrating, and my skin looks very even toned and healthy. I haven't tried that 7 layers of toner routine yet to see if it would work, but I definitely want to give it a try, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is the toner that makes it work the best. So that was a hydrating toner, but I do have an astringent toner that I lean to a lot, especially in the summer months, because I also get breakouts on my chest and back, and that is the Thayer's Rose Petal Witch Hazel Toner with aloe vera. This is the old bottle and I bought the new bottle because I am running out of it. This is what the new one looks like. It's the same formula, just different packaging, and this has just been my go-to astringent toner. Even back when I had cystic acne, this was the toner I've been using. Because there is rose water in this one, I feel like my skin hasn't dried out as much as it should have with an astringent toner, and it really helped keep my skin in check and nice and clear. So I don't really use this on my face anymore, but this is definitely something I need to have for my body, especially in the summer months. Next I have the J.one Jelly Pack. This stuff is freaking incredible. It's a very weird texture, I have to say. It's very gluey when you first apply it. What I really like about this product is that it's very multi-purpose. Even though it's very gluey and sticky, as you can see, once you rub it onto the skin, it glides very easily, and just like the hydrating toner from Klairs, I immediately feel a hydrating sensation from this product. It's not just a face pack like the, you know, the moisturizing masks that you use at night. This is also a good moisturizer for the daytime as well. And because it has such really good adhesive properties and it really smooths out your face, it's a great primer as well for your makeup. The next item is the Chemistry brand Glow Oil. I didn't buy this necessarily for my body, I actually bought it for my face. I've mentioned time and time again in my videos that I feel like my face is a lot lighter than my body, so I bought this in hopes of kind of evening out the skin tone. Especially with summer here and the sun's out, my body does tan a lot faster than my face. It's more meant for the body, but I've tried it both, mixing it in with a moisturizer and just with the oil on its own. It's completely fine. It didn't break me out, and it really does work. You definitely need to give it a couple of days and apply it a few times a day. And after you get that tan, you only need to touch up once a week. You don't need to touch up every day. So I've been really liking the natural tan that this has been giving me. This is just a very nice product to have in the skincare drawer just to make sure everything's nice, cohesive, evened out. I'm also going to test it on my legs just to see if it does give like a natural moisturized glow. I haven't really tested it out for its moisturizing aspects, but we'll see. We have a whole summer to go. Next, I have the MICHXMASH UV Defense Me Blue Ray Sun Gel SPF 50 PA++. I have been also really liking this because it's very nice and light. It doesn't feel like there's a heavy cast on my face. This is a mix of, I believe, zinc oxide and homosalate as the ingredients, so it is a chemical and physical sunscreen. As you can see, there is no white cast, and my skin feels really nice and cool from application. This doesn't do anything to make my face feel congested, and it has protected my skin really well. When I was away on vacation with my sister, this was a sunscreen I brought with me, and it protected my face really well throughout the day, and just making sure that there is no redness as well. Now, if you do get redness, I actually have the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream right here. This has been very handy for when my face is really dehydrated and it gets very red right here. And when I have very inflamed breakouts, and you might have seen it in one of my previous videos, my chin had a really bad breakout, I put this on top of it, especially throughout the day. You don't want something with like an active ingredient to help diminish your pimples, so I put this on throughout the day, and again, immediate cooling sensation. As you can see, there's a theme here. immediate cooling sensation, and it felt like almost there was like a layer of protection on my skin. So it's like lightly blue, but obviously as you blend it in, it disappears. It's quite thick, so a little does go a long way with this product, and I just found it very handy for not only the heat in my breakouts, but just the redness in these areas of my face as well. And if I do get a burn, this is what I've been reaching for. If you don't feel like using this calming cream from Klairs, I do have the Weleda Calendula Intensive Recovery Cream. Also works as well when I burnt my foot very badly from a trip in Cuba, because you know you apply sunscreen everywhere except for your feet. That's what I did, and when I had a really bad burn, I actually used this on my feet because I didn't bring the blue calming cream, and it also worked very well at conditioning the skin and cooling it down as well. So this is another option, and you could find it at any health food store. For makeup, the first one I want to mention is the Armis Beauty Uncover Up Concealer in the color 33. This is a very well-loved product, especially when I have my minimal makeup days. What I like about it is that it blends into my skin tone very well. Like even in the winter, this was the color I reached for more so than the color 22. And you can definitely build up the color with this. I wouldn't say it can cover a pimple 100%, but if you use the untinted powder with it, I feel like the coverage is just a tad bit better. Even though it is coconut oil based, I have always put this concealer on my breakouts for natural coverage. It has never clogged my pores or irritated any of it. So I find this is a really great go-to for those of you that just want to wear concealer for the summertime. Next is an eyeshadow. It's the Josie Maran Coconut Water Eyeshadow in Rio de Rose Gold. I specifically like this color and this product just because how easy it is to apply, and you could really have the color intense like so with just a swipe and let it dry, or you can just diffuse it by blending it in onto your lids, obviously, and it just creates like a nice subtle sheen on the lids. It's just a classic rose gold color, and it's just very easy to apply. This is the only color I like from Josie Maran's line. It's the only one that I find actually gives enough pigment, but it's been my favorite one. It's a repurchase for me, and I always go back to this when I want a really simple makeup look for the daytime, especially in the warmer months. Last for makeup, I actually wanted to mention a lipstick line. It is the Ilia Beauty lipsticks. I have one lipstick, which is Neon Angel, and then the other two are lip conditioners. One is In Paradise, the other one is Voila. For me, I find my lips have become very sensitive to lip products, especially if it's made with cheap ingredients. There are some things I can wear, but when it comes to wearing them out in the sun, I definitely notice there's like an itchiness on my lips. These have been good go-tos just because they're nice and pigmented. They really nourish my lips. What's really good about these colors as well for the summer is that there's a very bright hue to them. Right now I'm wearing a mix of In Paradise and Voila on the lips. As you can see, it's very bright. It's almost neon-y, but it's not too neon-y that it looks very pastel-y. So that's why I wanted to mention these in my summer essentials as well, especially if you have sensitive lips like I do. On to hair. So I have come across the Aveda Shampure dry shampoo. This is probably the best dry shampoo I have come across that's not in an aerosol can. So all you do is you just turn it to where the spout is, lightly squeeze it, and you just do this in all the areas of your hair that you find to be a little bit too oily. And what's great about this is that it actually keeps the oil at bay. I find some natural dry shampoos are very good in the moment. They leave your hair smelling really good, but as the day goes on, your scalp looks oily all over again and you have to reapply. With the Aveda one, however, I find that I can apply this and I can go a couple of days without reapplying. So it's been really good at just maintaining your hair throughout the whole day, especially if it's oily. And this does give a little bit of a lift to the hair. I find this a great alternative if you're looking for a dry shampoo that is not in an aerosol can, like the Batiste one. I've been using the Batiste one a lot. However, I find this to be better in overall performance, one, because it keeps the oils at bay, and two, it actually gives your hair some volume. Speaking of oiliness, it has taken me a long time to come across these, but blotting papers. There's nothing really special about the Sephora ones other than that they're the cheapest ones there, but they're just a really nice light paper. I have the cooling mint one. To be honest, I don't feel anything cooling about this. It just feels like a regular blotting paper. But what's awesome about the blotting paper is that it takes away the oil without removing a lot of your makeup. The Sephora one comes in 100 sheets. Again, it was the cheapest one. That's why I went for these ones. It's not like these are my holy grail blotting papers. I mean, like, it's just blotting papers. I could probably get them for cheaper at the drugstore. I've seen some that are supposed to help with acne prone skin. Whether they work, I don't know. If they do, let me know, and I might switch it out for these ones. Otherwise, these have been good. They've been lasting a long time, so yeah. Last but not least, it is face mist. I have been a fiend when it comes to face mist, and by fiend I mean like, I swear to you, they all perform differently for me. They all have a different purpose, and I'll go through them very quickly. The first one is the Province Apothecary Invigorating and Balancing Toner with Rose and Geranium. So what's awesome about this one, it actually is invigorating. There's just an amazing light tingling sensation when you spray this product on your face. It is essentially supposed to be a toner for oily to combination skin, but I personally just like using it as a face mist because it does have a light tingling sensation. It just gives you a nice boost in the morning or throughout the day when you just need a pick-me-up. Next is actually a DIY toner. I made this with aloe juice, rose water, glycerin, and vitamin E. I mentioned in the past that my work environment is very dry, so I actually made this to help me with the dehydration that I feel, and it works. I actually spray my colleagues all the time with this, and I'm like, I just like sneak up on them and I'm like, boop. Like, it's crazy. I don't even put this in the fridge anymore and it still has the cooling sensation. And I made it specifically for it to be a very hydrating toner as well. That's why there is no water in it. I find face mists that are just water kind of dry out the skin. That's why I created one that doesn't have a base of water. I got this DIY online. I'll link the YouTube down below. It's from Gothamista. I just really like that this was very easy to make. It's lasting a very long time in this Muji bottle, as you can see here. And it really does keep my face really nice and fresh. So when I spray this on my face when I'm wearing makeup, it actually doesn't make my face look melty in any way or make the makeup run. It actually looks like it sets it more and makes it look like my skin. Really great DIY mist and setting spray. The third one is the Saje Rose Hydrating Euphoric Mist, and I strictly bought this because it has a rose scent. It is just aqua and rose flower oil, but the scent is divine. And I know what I said before about water kind of drying out the skin. That's why I mostly use it as a body mist, not a face mist. But correct me if I'm wrong, rose essential oil is supposed to have like a slight moisturizing, hydrating property to it. So maybe that could be why I haven't really felt any tightness from this mist at all, even when I spray it on my face on occasion. But really, I just bought this for the smell, and it's a really great body mist as well for the summer. The last one I have is the Divine Essence Organic Labrador Tea Floral Water. I actually just got this in the mail a few days ago, but I've been using it non-stop since. What's great about this is that it's not just the essential oil. The Labrador Tea Essential Oil is actually at the bottom of the list, and the top part of the list is actually the flower water itself. I would say next to the DIY mist, this is the most affordable one. I believe it's $10.99, and it's just a really nice fine mist. And when I spray it on my face, it's also really hydrating as well. I've never heard about Labrador tea before, but when I was researching it, it does say it's anti-inflammatory and pretty good for acne, just as one of the skincare benefits. So it's definitely a bonus for me, for someone who does have acne and dehydration. I'm really glad I got this to try it out because it's been performing very well so far. Alright, and that is it for my summer essentials. Please give it a like if you did enjoy this video. Please leave a comment down below if you have used any of these products and you found it performed well, if you didn't find it performed well, if you have a recommendation for me for the summer as well. Just remember, I am very acne prone and very dehydrated, so anything related to that I will definitely check out. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see any more videos, and I'll see you guys soon. Ciao!